doing, buddy? Good morning, my friends. What day is today? It's Tuesday. All right. This is going to be a boring live, so come on in. Join me. Comment hashtag this is boring. I'd open my comments. Hashtag this is really boring. And let's talk for a minute. That's what we're going to do this morning. We're going to talk. So if you're here live, say hi, because that's the point. Talking. That's the whole point. Who's taking pee out of my cabinet? All right. Comment hashtag this is boring. KJ, you're boring. Creamy sweet potato bisque. That sounds different. Like, good. Beth. Thanks. Hey, Lucy. Ooh, roasted carrots. I still have some $12 carrots I bought at the farmer's market and never used. They're probably slime by now. Listen, I'm in a struggle bus. I'm on the struggle bus. So that's what we're going to talk about this morning is the struggle bus. Pam, we're praying for you and Merritt today. I'm on the struggle bus, you guys. So I used to be super consistent with morning breakfast, like 5 days a week. Hi, buddy. Did you come to say good morning? I am covered in hair. Did you come to say good morning to the peoples? Yeah. You need to say good morning? I used to be so consistent. And I want to be consistent again. Since I moved down here, I haven't been as consistent since I moved in this house. And part of that's just been life has gotten in the way. But I'm ready to get back to being more consistent with my breakfast lives again, like back to more days a week. However, here's the problem. Okay, I just started taking tirzepatide again. I took it 2 days ago, and I love the way I feel on tirzepatide. Day one of tirzepatide, I took a Sunday night, and yesterday at 4 o'clock, and I'm not saying this is good. I am not saying this is good. I'm not saying this is healthy, and it was total accident. It was a total accident. At 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, I went, I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten. I realized that I hadn't eaten the entire day. I'm not saying that is good. That is not like I try to eat consistently, but my brain literally shut off. There was no food. It's like tirzepatide goes in my brain and goes, you don't need to eat. It just shuts the food noise off. So I just didn't think of it. I sat and did a puzzle. I worked on a puzzle most of yesterday because it was on my table and I couldn't leave it alone. And if there's a puzzle on my table, that's where I am. And it was a big puzzle, and I just sat there all day and literally was like, holy Moses, I haven't eaten all day. That's not good. I started to feel like, oh, I don't feel good. And it hit me. I haven't eaten today. So I say all that to say this. I'm struggling. I just sat scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. When I'm on tirzepatide, I struggle to come up with things to eat because nothing sounds good. I may be hungry. Like right now, my stomach is growling. I am hungry. Nothing sounds good. Literally like, meh, no, don't want that. No, don't want that. No, don't want that. No. That will, once I get back up to a maintenance dose of where I was on tirzepatide, that will settle a little bit and I'll have more hunger and normal desires. But right now I'm just like, meh. So everybody in the chat, my minions chat was throwing me ideas and I'm like, meh, no, nah, no, nah, don't want it. So here, this is why I'm here to ask. I want you to comment for me. And as you think about it today, it doesn't have to be this minute, but as you think about it today, come back in the chat and come back, find this post and comment. I want to know, what do you want me to cook? Okay, you're going to give me suggestions and I will make a lot of them. There are some things I won't make. If somebody says Skittles, I can't make Skittles. Okay? There are a lot of things that I can make. Now, here's the caveat. A lot of what you're going to ask me to make, I can attempt to make, but some of it I have to make into a smaller single serve, because what happens, like a lemon cheesecake, I love lemon cheesecake, okay? But what happens is I make a lemon cheesecake. I can't eat a whole lemon cheesecake. Nobody else in my family is going to eat a lemon cheesecake. I don't know who to give the rest of the lemon cheesecake to, and it goes to waste. So I have got to do single serve things. I can make some family favorites. If they're things that my family would eat, I can make them. But here's what Hannah, darn you, I ain't making M&Ms. Everybody was. Every time I ask people on my Facebook page, what do you want me to start making live? I get Skittles, M&Ms, and Twizzlers. You guys, I'm not Willy Wonka or a magician. But here's what I want to know. Like, there's great cookbooks out there, amazing cookbooks, okay? I can work my way through some of these, but I can't make 24 raspberry creams or 36 coconut treats. I don't know what I would do. I can't, because once they hit my freezer, I'm out. I put a bunch of my treats in my freezer. They sit there until they're freezer burned, and then I throw them away. It's very difficult. So I have to do more single serve stuff, but I need ideas. Like, when the new year hits, what y'all want me to cook? Ooh, roasted teriyaki broccoli. I need to do a better job planning ahead for next year, for this week. I need to do a better, oh, that looks good, spaghetti. But they don't sell Dreamfields down here anywhere in the South. I don't know, what, do people not eat low carb down here? What is wrong? Corn pudding, that sounds good. Now that I would eat corn pudding. I could make that. I don't have the ingredients, but that sounds good. So I'd love some ideas from you on what do you want to see me cook? And I'm going to start taking notes, and I'm going to try. For a while there when I was in Maine, I planned ahead so I'd have all the ingredients. Today, Shirley said to me, make those delicious buttery biscuits. I'm like, ooh, those do sound good. I can make buttery biscuits. I have 2 tablespoons of flour left. I don't have any almond flour. I don't have any sprouted flour. And I have half a tablespoon or so of butter. I have my good butter, but I don't want to use that. I have regular butter, about a half tablespoon. So I pretty much have nothing to make nothing. And so I can make nothing out of nothing. I have a butternut squash that's been sitting there for 3 months that I can't stomach the idea of. Yeah, well, I did the THM, was it the table or the cookbook? I did the whole family skillet or family meal section. I did it all single serve. I did like that. I did like doing that. And I could go back to doing that for another cookbook. I changed every recipe in it to a single serve. I just need some ideas of what you would like to see me make so that I can start planning ahead for, my hair is getting full. Look at that, it's getting full and long again. I was going to show you the baked beans. This is what I'm going to have for breakfast because, you know, beans are good for the gut. They did not do anything to me, okay? You know why? Do you know why? Because I nourished this. You see this? Look. Now there's going to be rumors. I nourish this and take care of it and feed it fermented foods and probiotic stuff. So these did not power anything for me. The other people in the house were impacted. Okay. They were impacted. But, okay, it looks greasy because it firmed up. They look terribly ugly. That's what, oh, they smell good. That's what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I need a new crock pot. My stone broke. I have some old beef hot dogs in there. I don't want to tell you, Cindy, in all actuality, the Great Northern beans, the bigger beans, I have never made Great Northern beans, Boston baked bean style, you know, with all the sweet. I've never made them with the big beans. Oh, I actually liked them better. What was the great idea? You could, ooh, that is a good idea. That's a great idea. Yes, those are the type, you could do some of those puddings that are made with the scrambled eggs. Yep. Yep. Keep it coming. Keep the ideas coming and keep posting. For a while, I was very consistent with cooking live, and there were 110 people every morning watching. I love every single one of you here, but the viewership has, and when the viewership drops, less people know about coaching. And when less people know about coaching, less people sign up for coaching. And when less people sign up for coaching, I can't pay for my mortgage. So I need to get more consistent and get back to making lots of things live again. Those are great suggestions, April. Yep, keep them coming. And I think I'm going to plan out the rest of this week. I'm going to make some crack. Calm down. Don't report me to Facebook. I'm not going to be snorting anything off the counter. I'm going to make some Christmas crack. I had an idea this week that I have always made Christmas crack with crackers. Do you know you guys know what I'm talking about? The saltines, and then you boil blood. No, you don't boil any blood. There's no blood in any of my recipes. You boil brown sugar sweetener. No, we don't eat sugar. Brown sweetener and something else, butter. You boil it and then you pour it over the crackers. Well, you do it with sugar in the real stuff. Saltines, brown sugar butter boiled to hard crack state. You pour it over, you bake it for a few minutes, and then maybe it isn't hard crack state because then you bake it. Whatever. You pour it over, then you bake it, and then you take it out, and then you put chocolate chips on it, and you put it in the oven for 2 minutes, and then you spread them around, and then they get hard and you break them. Do you know what I'm talking about? I had an idea. What if I used Mission low carb tortillas for that, or lavash? Do you think it would work? I'm gonna say that I am, Cindy. I have done it with Wasa to make a crossover, but I was hoping to make it completely low carb. So yeah, I want to try it with lavash. So but I need to place an order before I can do these things. I need to, come up with $78 for a bag of chocolate chips. They're gone through the roof. Somebody posted a picture last night of their eggs were $8.99. What is wrong? So yeah, keep coming with the ideas in the comments, please. The more ideas you come up with, the better I'll be. So I'm gonna attempt for a while. Ugh, I got snot. Sorry, that's disgusting. For a while I had a paper planner and I was writing down, make this, make this, make this, make this. And I wrote down like, oh, it was on Pinterest. Oh, it was here. And I actually stuck to it and did really, really well because I used it to buy my groceries. So, I need to do that again, which means I get to buy a new planner. That makes me happy. So yeah, I need to go through my cookbooks and say, yes, I want to try this. Yes. Ooh, I could ninjafy some of these recipes. Yeah. So that's what I need to do. $25 for 5 dozen eggs. You've seen someone do it with lavash, Ronnie? So that is great. That's fabulous. I think it'll work. I don't know why not. I think I might do 2 layers of lavash, like one brown sweetener, another brown sweetener, then bake it so it's thicker. Yeah. I need to get back to doing lots of smoothies. I need lots of ease because I'm in the menopause season of my life. Menopause calls for carbohydrates. I know, Meredith. That's it. I have made everything. I have run out of things to make. Aldi's does? I need to check that out. I also need to start shopping at Aldi. I'm lazy. Anybody else? I'm lazy. And I tend to order everything from Walmart because there's this guy. This is like magic. You put it online and you go, I want these things, mister. And then this guy shows up at your house and just puts them on your doorstep. You don't even have to look at them. or talk to them. They just walk up and sit on your doorstep and leave. It's magical. Hot tamales. I don't know what that is. What's a hot? Are you talking about chewy candy too, Shelly? You know, the only thing I can think of for making chewy candy, like Twizzlers or things like hot tamales. Are you talking like the candy? Is that were those like a Mike and Ike type thing? We have an Aldi. It's 25 minutes to town, and there's people. People. There's so many people. Why can't Aldi's deliver? It's just so many people. But they have good cheese. I do like Aldi cheese. And they are affordable. My husband doesn't like a lot of their stuff. If he didn't know it was Aldi brand, he would like it, but he's like, that's not Hershey's. What was I just gonna say? Hot tamales. Okay, I do have an idea. I was thinking maybe there is a way to make chewy candy. Since we can have coconut sugar, it's not our main sweetener. And like I get things that have coconut sugar in them, like the Hoo Bars, and the Rice Krispies. Those, you need sugar for that kind of texture. And I'm wondering if we could do it with coconut sugar. Faith sent me a recipe for making some kind of weird balls that had weird things in them. And I thought those sound good, but they also had Karo syrup. And I thought, what am I going to do with Karo without Karo syrup? How do I make Karo syrup? Coconut sugar might make me a syrup. We just don't want to, eat it all the time. Aldi's chocolate is so much better than Hershey's. Okay, listen. I'm not a fan of Hershey's because of certain political things that I'm not going to get into on my lives. But you cannot be a Hershey's bar. A plain, basic, simple, no nuts, just Hershey. There is nothing on this planet better than a plain old Hershey's bar. Marin is like, oh, I'd rather have Godiva. I'm like, whatever. I'd rather have I think that's because I grew up at Hershey World. I went to Hershey's forever. Maple syrup's an option, Meredith, but it's so mapley. And I'm not a big mapley person. Like I like it in certain things. I love it in coffee. I love maple coffee. I actually have some French toast coffee in there that I'm looking forward to having. This is peppermint. By the way, the eggnog, the eggnog nut pods. I would like to say that I love you and all that you do for our healthy eaters. But this is the last. This is the last nut pods I'll be buying. Because it doesn't taste like eggnog. It tastes like coconut. Everything that I get from nut pods tastes like coconut. I don't like coconut that much. They do, Jan? I'm not sure that I've ever ordered through Instacart. I always just order through Walmart Plus. It's like, we'll be there in 2 hours. Pay me a tip and that's it. Man, I know, I just can't do the nut pods. I have tried. I'm giving up with nut pods. It's too coconutty. All I taste is coconut. And yes, on Saturday, we're having a free class and we're making toasted coconut eggnog. Why do I keep picking these coconut recipes? I have it in my fridge. I don't like it, Hannah. Although I should. This is peppermint coffee. Maybe this one. Yeah, no, see? Almond, coconut. It might have gone bad. Never mind. No, I don't. They're not for me. Half and half is where it's at. I'd rather do a teaspoon of half and half for a gram of fat than anything else. I know, I do have great creamer recipes. I just don't make them. I do have my beautiful Breville and could make lots of latte recipes I have so many, I can't come up with any new ideas. All right. Well, if y'all come up with anything new that you would like to see me do or any, please put it in the comments. I would love to hear from you. I also want to see you at my free class Saturday morning. If you're West Coast, I'm sorry that it's 6 a.m., but listen, life is too short to spend every Saturday sleeping. Get your butt out of bed and come make peppermint truffles and toasted coconut eggnog with me. Okay? Stop saying, oh, it's too early. I have to sleep in bed. I have to sleep. No, you will sleep someday in the grave. Okay? Get up. Oops, sorry, Meredith. I gotta shut that off. Every time somebody says holiday, it sends them a text. Sorry about that. You will spend your whole, you're gonna sleep someday. Don't sleep through class. Get up. It's 6 a.m. It's not gonna kill you. Get up. And come make peppermint truffles. That needs more half and half. Come make peppermint truffles with me. And toasted coconut eggnog. Then, if you are part of group coaching at 10 a.m., and this one you will get a replay. See how just a wee bit, not even a splash, it's a slush. If you are part of group coaching, we will be making crustless quiche at 10 a.m. with a white chocolate I'm not making anything today. I'm gonna eat my beans. A white chocolate peppermint, no, there's no peppermint, KJ. A white hot chocolate mix. You need to look at the recipe though, because you need powders for it. You need heavy cream powder. And if you haven't ordered it yet, it might not get here by Saturday. So you can just come and watch that and then make it later if you want. But we will be making that Saturday. All right, so this week I'm gonna attempt to get groceries delivered to make chocolate jellies. Okay, we're gonna make jellies. Those I don't have to worry about those going in the freezer or not being eaten. I will eat those. And we're gonna make Christmas crack. What day is it? Wednesday, Thursday. And then we'll figure one more thing out. But I would love to know what you want me to make in the new year. And yes, I could, Ronnie, that is a good idea. I could remake some of my old recipes. There's probably, as I've grown as a chef, as I've grown as a moderately bad cook in the kitchen, I may have some tweaks to make to those recipes that I would do differently now. And then Cindy can go update all my old recipes. That'll make her happy. All right, my friends, go sign up. Pay what you can January. Come be part of coaching for January. It's going to be awesome. Sweet surrender. We are laying our journey down and giving it over to Christ. And we're going to stop this nonsense of thinking we can do it, of thinking that it's just another diet, of thinking that it's on again, off again is okay. We're going to lay our journey down. We're going to give it to Christ and we're going to put it at the foot of the cross and we're going to leave it there. We're not going to run back over and say, oh, please, there's some Doritos. Let me pick this back up just for a minute. Have your Doritos and then lay it back down at the foot of the cross. No, we're going to leave it there. Sweet surrender. Pay what you can. I don't ever want money to be the reason somebody doesn't join me for coaching. I try to be very giving with coaching because I know how much I needed the help. And so I want everybody, whether you can afford coaching or not, if you can afford it, that's awesome because I have a mortgage. I've said that 3 times on this video because my mortgage is too much. Okay. It's too much. But that doesn't mean I don't want somebody who can't afford coaching to not get the help they need. And I will do everything in my power to help you get coaching, whether you can afford it or not. So come join me for January and pay what you can and just be part of it. And listen, people who are in coaching, share the heck out of that. Get your friends, get your family, get your chubby neighbors. Okay. You know, they all need help just like we do. Get them to sign up for Pay What You Can January. And get the help they need. And maybe together, between me and you, we can bring people into the fold and show them the love of Jesus And, not only can we lose weight together, but we can share the love of Christ. And that is way more important than our waist size. And that's what I really want to do. So, all right, people, I love you all. I'm going to go drink my coffee and eat my beans. Yes, I'm going to eat baked beans and hot dogs for breakfast because I'm a Maine girl and that's what we do. We eat hot dogs and beans for breakfast because I know my husband is not going to want a second meal of this because, he doesn't eat a lot of good gut health stuff and was like, oh, I could hear his stomach rolling. So I don't think he's going to want to have leftovers. I will, though. I wish I had some fluffy white dinner rolls, but I will not eat them. Oh, anyway. All right, you guys. I love you all. I hope you have an amazing Tuesday and eat something good for breakfast. If you think of anything I can eat, let me know in the comments. Please come with all of your ideas and comments. I need them. All right. I love you guys. Have a great day.